put the eye wires back in and the ball detents. So I'm going to first do that. I'll put the ball detents in on both sides. Remember the little knob in front of the Nuven goes forward, and you're just going to push that in, and the same on the other side. And then, which now I'm going to take the eye wires. And it doesn't get tricky to do this. You just got to be very careful. One thing I almost forgot about was the actual front plate. So I'm actually going to put the front plate in. I'm going to put the exhaust valve back into place, and put the front plate in, and that should just snap into place. Remember, this long cylindrical shaft is what holds it in. It's just another pin. There's no threads on the outside, so you use the small extracting tool, and you're going to push this back down into place, and then push it in place, and then just unscrew it, and it goes in as such. And now I'm going to put the guide for the exhaust valve. I'm going to put it in and then lock it back down. Okay, now I've got that in. Now I've got the guide wires, the guidelines for the actual the eyes, and so I'm going to take the eyes. The eyes have a little diode crystal-like thing on the side that actually goes in towards the gun. So this is how you can make sure to not turn these around. So you see the little piece at the top, that's actually going to go in here. Hold it in there, go through that, put it into the channel, and good to go. Then you're going to do the same thing for the other side.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, now that I've got that in, I'm going to I've got the ball detents and the eye wires in. I'm actually going to put the eye cover plate back on, and I'm basically just going to spread the I don't know, we call them the wings, and you're just going to slide them. And these are kind of tight, so you kind of have to do a little force to get them over that, but once you do, they will snap right into place, like so. Alright, so now I've got the front of the gun together, the back of the gun. So I'm going to now put the back plate back on. And like I said, guys, I could have put the back plate on earlier. It's just what I feel comfortable about doing when I do it, but it really doesn't matter the order of the steps. And you're going to lock. You're going to lock this down. Alright, now we are ready to put the front grip on. Remember, there was that gasket in there. Make sure you haven't lost it. You need to put the eye wires in their track, because this front grip actually sits over the wires. It's a way to keep them in. So basically, just line it up, put it back down. You've got the main screw, which actually holds this together. Just drop it down in there. It should fit down in the track. Find the hole and tighten it again. Doesn't have to be super tight, but you do need to get it snug. Next thing I'm going to do is we're going to put the mini reg back in. So basically, I didn't pull it out of here, but there's a ball bearing that actually sometimes falls out. This is the adjust. That ball bearing actually goes up towards the top of the gun. So basically, if it does fall out, drop it back in there, use an Allen wrench or something and push it down. So now we're going to just, I re-lubed this already, we're just going to put this in. And I'm going to make sure and line up the hole. Then I'm going to put the adjustment screw. Put the adjustment screw back in. Alright, last thing to do for this is actually take the end cap and you're just going to screw it down. I do this by hand, but once you get it in there, get your wrench out and just give it a tiny bit of snug. Okay, one thing I have left now to do is to put the grip frame on, and so basically what I'm going to do is I put the grip frame on before I put the eye wires in, that way I don't accidentally have them hooked up and then I drop the grip frame from the body and break all the wires. So you just make sure that everything's in its groove, make sure everything's free, and you just use those pins, put it in there. I'm going to get the 2 grip frame screws, get them started. I usually put the back one in first because it's the easiest to get to, and then I'm going to go to the front one. And sometimes this is a pain, but just be patient. Everything will lock into place like it's supposed to. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Pinching wires, guys, like I just started to do, is a major thing you need to watch out for. That's why I don't like to put anything in there until I'm actually ready to. Now I'm going to take the front one. And put it in. So I've got this all pretty much reassembled now. I'm going to put the solenoid wire back into place and do the little loopy thing with a wire to push it up. Now I'm going to take the 2 ribbons and I'm going to put them back into place too. Okay, set those in there like so, push them down. I'm going to put the grip frame back on.
But they don't realize that the tube barrel is condensation and it's like wet. So after about 2.5 miles, it starts up. You know. Guy needs to get one of those famous jerseys. I'll be doing some shows with the famous jersey.
Alright, I'm going to put the bolt back into place. Alright, it's in. I'm going to put the battery back in. Yep. Everything says we're good. Push down. Alright, we're ready to go. Let me put this last grip frame in. Grip frame screws. This is pretty much it, guys. If you've got any questions, just give us an email. I did exactly what Master Mike told me to do. He said, take this thing apart. Yes, sir, Master, you got an hour. I said, yes, sir, Master, I'm doing it.
Nice. I'm excited.
You should be. Fucking demigod right now. I'm gonna be famous. It's going to be the Gavin Anderson show from now on.
It's going to be great. Good. I don't have to make these anymore.